Kia ora, welcome to Distracted Sports. I'm Tony. Thank you so much for being with me. I really do appreciate it. If you're first time here, consider liking, or if you don't like it, consider disliking. Consider it. And if you really like it, consider subscribing. That would be greatly appreciated. You are in the Distracted Reactions Lounge. The Distracted Reactions Lounge, to be quite honest, is a place that I go to when I haven't made any other content, and I want to just get something out there and have a bit of fun, really. So today I'm going to be having a little bit of fun looking at some Gaelic football. Now, I've done a bit of hurling videos in the past, and the hurling stuff has been really, really fascinating, incredibly skillful, but the most fascinating thing about it for me is really just the sort of cultural response to the sport itself. The fact that that seems to be really interwoven into Irish society, that the provinces and the counties and the parishes are all involved, and it's not professional, but there's just this undying, unyielding passion that people seem to have for the sport, and how much people get behind the athletes and support the athletes' businesses and all that sort of jazz. Seems really, really fascinating. You're an fascinating Tony. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing Gaelic football. So I'm going to be reacting to Gaelic football. I don't know really anything about Gaelic football. To be honest, I know a little bit in terms of, I know it's a bit like AFL, but I really don't know that much about AFL. A little bit, you know, being that I'm from New Zealand and Australia's just over there, but outside of Australia, no one really gets into AFL either. So this is what I'm going to do. We're looking at a video called The Best of Gaelic Football 2022 from a crew called All Things Ga, which I'm looking forward to watching. All Things Ga. I think it's All Things GAA. So we're going to have a bit of a look at this and see what it's all about. See what the hoopla is about. Okay, cool bananas. I've been told that me saying cool bananas is quite irritating, so feel free to let me know again, and I'll keep on saying it. Alright, happy kids. Oh. Looks a bit like football, like straight off the bat. Okay, football with fists and with running with a netball. That looks like a netball. And look at these guys in the back. Oh, slack-jawed Irishmen, Irish people. Look at them. They're all really into it. Look at her. She's really stoked about it. But looks like a lot of these people don't know how to shut their mouths. I'm sure something very exciting is happening right at this moment. I actually should be focusing on the foreground rather than... Look at these. They're right into it. But this guy, cool in the shades back here, he's really into it. Anyway, I'm meant to be looking at the sport, not the crowd. Here we go. And once again, the whiteness of Ireland. Sometimes it's a thing to behold. Let's go. Oh. Some powerful music. Oh, jeez Louise. It seemed a kind of a volleyball as you're going to punch it in. So you can punch it in, you can kick it in. Alright, and look at these legs. Holy, this guy's got some pretty good shape on it. This guy, yeah, not so much. But anyway. Are you here for me to comment about the shape of other men's legs? If you are, I can do that for you. Whoa. Oh, wow. A worldie. That's a worldie. So you can punch it in. Oh. There's a lot of scraps. So you get, they do a penalty spot, which is very, very similar to what goes on in just a regular football game as well. Okay, right. And it's on the, I know this, it's on the same pitch as hurling as well. That's a fair nudge, isn't it? Fair nudge. Oh. Dummy hop. Oh. So there are penalties. Oh. So it's like sort of rugby, football, AFL all combined, really. I like it, you can just drop it onto your foot and like just punt it. You know, I like that. Once, my brother actually did that intentionally to me once, very close range, dropped the netball onto his foot, punted it in my direction. I don't know if he was trying to hit me, but sure he was, and just straight into the face. There's nothing like the cool sting of a netball on a cold day, straight into the face. You know, knocks the neck back, bit of whiplash for your troubles. Good stuff. Oh, wow. What a goal. Oh, he's open. He's free. Oh. It really looks like a netball. And I'm sure everyone watching this is like, no, it's a Gaelic football. It's not a netball, Tony. Can you shut up with that talk? Nope, a lot of blue in that crowd. Whoa. Do you have to bounce it like you do in AFL? Whoa, great step, little footwork. Oh, wow. I like a bit of footwork. I do. That's one of my favorite things about rugby, and it seems to have that. Oh, that's a high shot. So I guess you can't do high shots and stuff. The crowd getting into it. Gotta love it. Oh. See, it's almost, they seem to have to like drop it onto their foot from time to time, don't they? Instead, like in Aussie rules, they bounce it. I know that, but these guys have to do like almost like a quick little tap kick. Oh, nudge, son. Oh, jeez Louise. This is like hurling. There seems to be quite a lot of like small complex skills that you've got to build into this. That it takes like all these great parts of other sports. You know, the stepping, the footwork, the ability to kicking off both feet. I'd say, you know, the physicality. It's okay. I still don't get it. Why is it that these types of sports are just restricted? I'm sure there are like little small factions all around the world that play them, and I'm sure they're pretty passionate about it. But it seems to have only really taken hold of culture in Ireland. I'd love to see like this played it up by all sorts of people all over the world at a really high level. Wow. Not a great fan of the song, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry if this is like a real classic song that people love. To be honest, I'm trying to talk over it so I don't get demonetized a bit. Whoa, great catch. Whoa, very nice. So do you do marks? Whoa, great goal. So I gather when they got the opportunity to go for goal, they don't seem to want to go over the post. So do they get a smaller amount of points for going? You know, they get more points for going in, a smaller amount for going above. Probably, Tones. Probably. Oh. Oh, that was tasty. Oh. I think, yeah, you must be able to do some really, really sweet skills with a circular ball. One of the hard things with an oval ball with league, union, AFL, NFL, that because of it's unreliable, the ball. It goes off in many, many different directions. Who decided to make it oval, for God's sake? That, you know, in terms of the skills that you want to apply to it, there are definitely things you can do and ways you can manipulate it, but it's always going to be a little bit of a lottery. But with a circular ball, there's always tried and sure methods of ways that you can apply incredible skills to it and know that it's going to be far more positively reactive. Did any of that make sense? Probably not, Tones. You're just talking absolute shite. I'd say that's what most people are thinking right now. That's the point where they're going for that sweet old dislike button. Click, click. But if you are not going for that sweet old dislike button, maybe you could go for the like button and click, click, and maybe the old subscribe button. Subscribe! I apologize for all of that. So you can pat it in. Oh. Oh, wow. That is quite a kick, isn't it? These guys look like units, don't they? I love that little flick. Yeah. You know, this... In rugby, that's the old folk tale of William Webb Ellis, the schoolboy, the Ponzi schoolboy from rugby school, picked up the ball and ran with it, you know? And it's the old wives' tale in terms of how rugby was invented. But this is the sport that would have been invented if someone picked up a football and ran with it and then still played kind of under football rules and had to kick it into the hoop. This is what I think this is what William Webb Ellis had in mind. Not rugby, whatever rugby's turned into. I love rugby. This seems more like what old Willie was doing. Alright. I said I didn't like the song, but here I am bobbing along. What a goal, mate. They have to execute these skills in such high pressure, like being surrounded by so many people. That's a nice... Oh, shoulder charge. Oh, very nice. So, are they goalies? I don't really see many... Maybe I just haven't noticed. Well, geez, there's a whole lot of... for these guys who are amateur, boy oh boy, someone's making a fair bit of quiche out of them with all that sponsorship all over them. What? And the crowd... Oh no, the crowd did not like that. Oh, putting himself in a very, very, very dangerous position there. Dun, 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 dun. Jeez Louise, that is that's an exceptional amount of people. It really is a big sport over there, isn't it? So you got your men in lab coats there. That's good to see. Far out, quite a thing. Oh, look at these happy boys. Alright, well I'm sure happy girls play that as well. But anyway, that looks like a sport of some description, which has been great to see. Gaelic football. So I've done hurling and I've done Gaelic football. If there's any other Gaelic football things I should react to. I've been told all sorts of different Gaelic hurling videos I should watch, so maybe there's some Gaelic football I should watch. I've got to go overseas for a couple of weeks shortly, so I was thinking about making a bit of a bank of these sorts of videos and just releasing them maybe 1 or 2 a week for a little bit. What on earth are we doing with our lives next? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. I do really appreciate your time. It's been fun. I think we've all grown a bit. We've all learned some things. We can all reflect on where we were before this video and where we are now, and can say, shit, you know what? I just wasted 12 minutes. But if it was a happy waste of 12 minutes, consider liking and subscribing. But anyway, ka kite anō, haere rā.